Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Should You Play Etherium? Or at least I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. Etherium is a RTS, real-time strategy, and personally I'm a big fan of RTS games. One of the classic examples of one of my classic games is Age of Empires. I literally just used to play the absolute crap out of that game. I loved it. So RTS is something that means quite a lot to me, and this is a good start because it's not a full price game. You can get it for around, I think it's about $22.99 here in the UK, or of course your regional equivalent wherever you are. Now, if you want to play a multiplayer game, you can do 1v1, 2v2. There's like a quick launch thing just at the top right hand side. You've got a interesting story mode which I'll get onto in a moment. You've got the skirmish mode, and then like I say, the multiplayer. Video settings, the only thing really to note here is that apparently the screen resolution, if you have it over 1080p, it doesn't quite work properly. And I actually, thinking about it, I'm not entirely sure playing it on 1610, so on a 1200p monitor, worked as it should. But it's not really been a major issue. There's not really too much to say. The key bindings are a little bit weird when you start off, but you can change them all, so that's not really a big deal either. Pretty much everything you want to see will be there. If you go into skirmish mode, there's quite a variance of maps. You can select different planets, and then each planet has 4 different maps of their own. If you want to do 2v2, then you don't really have many maps, you only have 6. Otherwise there are 3 1v1 maps, and 1v1 is what I've been playing really. Like I say, good variance of maps, and I'll get into how you actually play the game in a moment. But that's just skirmish mode, and you have everything unlocked in skirmish mode, so a lot of people will be playing that. But then there's this semi-interesting story really. I'll resume the conquest. And what it is you've got this turn v turn based game, and you've got to capture territories on different planets. And you see here, it's my turn. So what you want to do is you want to get these victory points. You see here I've got 3. The other team is winning with 4, but there are 3 different factions, and each factions have their own unique abilities and their own backstory and things like that. They've tried to give it a story, which is quite interesting. You get technology points depending on how many territories you got. You see here I've got some territories, and the longer you hold them, the more benefits you get to holding them. And you have at the moment I've only got 1 anyway, I assume you get more later. You get a starship that can go around attacking territories, like you see here, so that you can gain more territories, and eventually as soon as you hit 12 victory points, I believe it is, then you will win the story or the conquest mode, or whatever you want to call it. If this sounds a little bit complicated, it's kind of because it is. It does take a while to actually get your head around it. Once you've got your head around it, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, you do have to get your head around it. You have these political cards that you draw every turn that do something. But yeah, you can go around, you can attack other ships as well. I've actually taken one of the enemy ships out. If you lose a ship, then obviously you can't go around raiding territories. If someone attacks one of your territories, then you have to defend it. Got that? It took me a while to get it, and it will no doubt take you a while. Now the story mode, it gets better as you go along because you unlock more technologies, and that means that it's going to play out quite differently each time you play the story, because each team will get a different technology tree. I mean, although you've got similar stuff, if not identical stuff, you might have a few unique things depending on your faction. For example, if you start unlocking aviation, then they will need to be able to counter that. And if they can't counter that, then there's going to be a significant problem and you're going to lose territories. So things are going to play out slightly differently. I've got 6 points here. Let's see, what shall I unlock? Siege vehicle, that sounds good. As you go down each tier, you have to it costs you a load of points to unlock the next tier, and things get more expensive as you go along. So if you want better stuff, you're going to need more points. And if you want more points, then you're going to need you're going to need more territories. So I'm going to unlock the siege infantry here. I've got 3 more points. What can I get with that? Artillery turret. Oh, I could actually do with that. That sounds quite good. Siege vehicle, support vehicle, light walker. Or you can get these things that give you additional action points as well. So permanently action points and things like that. It is kind of complicated if you haven't gathered that already. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go for the siege vehicle, I think. Oh, that's good though. Can repair units. That's useful. Effective against other infantry. I'm going to go for the siege vehicle. Right, done. So you see, each different unit is good against different things. This is literally just like a mix of loads of different RTS games. It really is. And once you've got your head around it, it is quite deep. Right, so here I need to move somewhere and attack another territory. I can go over there, I can start attacking their ship, or I can actually start attacking someone else's territories. What I want to do is go over here, I think, and I will start attacking one of the territories. And when you do this, you click on your guy here, and you can attack a territory, attack a fleet if there was a fleet, or repair yourself if you're damaged. Now each different planet have different maps, and you can pick which maps you want to do. I want to attack this one here because they're getting a load of research, and they've actually had this territory for a while, so it is more of an interest of me to actually attack this one over the others. Then you get to select a map, and you can select a different map, and then this is the map you will play on, and different maps obviously have slightly different layouts. Now this is the only slight issue that I do have with the story mode, is that if you're defending an area, then it means that you're going to be playing the same maps a lot, because you only got 3 maps, 3 1v1 maps per planet. So if you're trying to defend or attack a planet, it means you are going to be playing the same maps. And to be honest, there's been a couple of times where I have literally just gone, you know what, let's leave it, I can't be bothered to play another game on the same map, and I have left the game. Not been a big deal because I just come back the next day and it has been fine. Because I'm attacking, I am at a slight disadvantage. They get reinforcements and garrisons and things like that. But all in all, you do have a fair chance of doing it. So you can pick a map here. Let's do... That one looks quite interesting. We'll do this one. This is on an SSD and load times are very good. Haven't had an issue with that. And then, just like a classic RTS, things get very fast paced very quickly, and it's all a game of momentum. So you see I'm attacking, I launch like this deployment vehicle, and then here we are. Time to go, prepare for battle, and I've got to start capturing territories, and then the more territories I have, then the more things I'll be able to deploy and vice versa. Right, so here we go. So we have these comms infantry here that can build structures. So you want to capture these points, and the more points you have, then the more sort of modules you have. You see here we've got these modules, and these are extensions, and different extensions do different things. We have a cap at the moment of 3 different units, and we can get modules to upgrade that. Like we have in a game like Command & Conquer, you need to actually collect resources, and this is just one resource. So you see here, I'll take this territory here, then I can start farming the Etherium resource here. Now, I'll get one more of those. But then, of course, they're going to start attacking me. You can get defensive turrets and things like that. I'll put one down because they are normally pretty... what's the word? Pretty predictable, the AI, and they'll probably send someone to attack me early on. You can do this air transportation, which costs you a little bit of money, but I tend to just make a move. So we can now start attacking these territories. Some territories will have more expansion options than others. So you see this one here is going to be a big one that will allow me to have 3, whereas this one only has 1 slot. So this is only going to be used to me as actually gaining territory, but actually as a resource farming territory. This one only has 1 as well. I believe this big one will give me the option to have 3. Now they're going to start attacking me very quickly, as you can see here, so I'm going to want to really quickly get some turrets down before I lose all my money. I can promote units as well using these special abilities. You gain these points throughout the game, and you can see I've got things like orbital barrage, but I can also upgrade my units and do a few other useful things. I believe these are unique to the actual faction you're playing, so if you are a certain faction, then you are going to have different abilities to a different faction. At least that's my understanding of it. I played the game for maybe 7 to 8 hours maybe. It has crashed on me a couple of times. The game has been patched since, however, and overall it has been fairly stable. But if you wanna leave mid game, I'm not sure if I'm playing on Iron Man or not. I don't have an option to save, so you either have to Alt F4 out, and then it will resume from your from the restart of the game, or if you capitulate, you're basically just surrendering, so you're just losing a territory. There's been one time the game crashed right when I actually completed it. See, there you go, sure enough, as I said, they are attacking this territory here. But that's not really a big deal to me, to be honest. Right, so now I'm farming 2 territories over here. So now I need to start focusing on getting my army. I start by defending. I like to capture an area and hold it. You can actually get this spaceport here. When I put that down, it means I'll be able to deploy units around this structure as well as just this one. So your home base becomes literally just that, your home base. Not like the DIY store that we have in the UK. Home base, B&Q, Wix. I used to play Civilization 5 actually, and then I would always call cities after different names of various places, and it would just get pretty stupid. But the last one I had, I played as DIY stores, just as you do. So I had home base and Wix and places like that. Don't know why I'm telling you that. Right, spaceport, bang, bang that down there. Get repair port down there as well, bang. So they're going to start attacking this place now. Now I've got my turrets, I should be able to hold them off. I'm not sure what that is. They must be using one of their abilities. This is a comms infantry, so he's pretty weak, so I can take him out. Get another comms infantry down. I'll take that area, because this is an important place. I need to hold this. This is the halfway point. If I capture this, then it means that I've got more territory than them. We'll have more resources than them, and then can hopefully win. Got that? I need to have a glass of water. Right. Okay, now I can start working on my army. So I've got a choice of units here. I've not got everything unlocked, as you saw earlier, but you can see some of them are locked out. And these are not because I won't be able to get them, it's because I need to unlock them with this technology center. So I get technology center, and then I go up one technology level and can have higher quality units. So that means that you can't start spamming a load of tanks early on. So I'll wait for that technology center to be complete, like so. Because you can get air units, they could start attacking this area, even though ground units will have to go over here. I started pointing at the screen as if you can see that. How stupid is that? Right, there we go. So now this area is quite well defended. You see we have these bits of the map here. These can give ground units cover. If you're like a big tank, you can't go in them. So it is useful to leverage those if you need to. Right, here we go. So we get standard vehicle. Bang that one down. We get two vehicles, and then we can start our assault. Because actually we're doing alright, we've got quite a lot of territory. There are these other faction here, the Parasite. You normally get 2 of these per map. In this case there's just one. There's the Parasite and the Hive, I believe. And then you can actually convert one of your facilities, one of your production facilities, to kind of gain their trust, and then they start producing vehicles and units for you. Just like you did with Age of Empires 3, where you had to build the trading posts. It's kind of a fairly similar system, really. Right, I could get another vehicle, but I won't put that down. They've got a lot of infantry, so I need some snipers, but I need to get the next technology centre in order to do that. That must be like a repair bubble or something like that. Now, just like you do in Company in Heroes 2, your units can go back to base and then they can actually reinforce. This means that if you keep them around for a long time, then they are actually going to be higher quality units than just new ones that you make. So that's that system there. You see they've actually reinforced from their base, and I should go back. So I'm going to do that now and I'll show you. I need another technology centre. Music's quite good. It's pretty epic. It's pretty appropriate. It's not stand out, but music's pretty good. Sound effects are generally pretty good as well. No problems there. Graphics are pretty good for what it is. It should be fairly easy to run. Recording at the moment, max settings 2x AA, 67 frames per second. This game is of course going to benefit if you've got G-Sync or something like that, just so if you are V-synced when you move, it's not going to give you that stutter or anything like that. Yeah, so my impressions of the game then. I've showed you how it works. Well, right, this is going to seem really weird. This is going to make you go, he is a weirdo. But in order for me to kind of think a game's good, like really good, I have to think about it throughout the day, most notably in the shower. If I'm thinking about a game in the shower, then generally it means it's pretty good because it's on my mind. Everyone knows that the most important thoughts you have are in the shower. But yeah, I have been thinking about this game in the shower. That's the point I'm making, which generally means that I like it and it's good. That said, I have definitely got annoyed with the game, just because sometimes it's not that varied. Sometimes you literally are just playing the same game over and over again. But ever since I've been getting more and more units, I've definitely been enjoying the game more. Oh my god, there's got loads of them. You're going to die. Retreat. Get out of there. So there's an EM storm. I don't really know what that does. You've got these weather effects throughout the game, and they will have various effects, and these are depending on the planets you're on. So if you're on a snowy planet, you'll get like blizzards. If you're on a desert planet, then you will get... Oh my god, what's going on? What is going on? I need... Oh god. Oh no, I've planned this out badly. So now I need a logistics center at one of my places, so that I can actually get more units. Attack. So that turret is dead, which is kind of a good thing, because it means I can put an anti-tank turret down. It's all about countering, and that was one of the things I liked actually about the first game, notably, that I noticed did this was actually Age of Empires 3. Or at least, I'm not saying it was, I'm saying it's the first game I kind of noticed it on. Where you needed to have the right units to count the others. Classic, if you played that game, was if you were British, if you were playing the British, they'd always spam a load of long bowmen, and then all you needed to do was get some cavalry in, and then you could actually take them out pretty efficiently. So you do need the right units. If you just want to spam a load of units, it's not going to work, because they are going to counter. I wouldn't say the AI has been particularly intelligent, but I haven't really had an issue with it thus far. They are quite predictable, like I showed you at the very beginning, but it's not really been an issue. Right, let's take this territory out. Right, more snipers in. I've got loads of monies at the moment, which is good. Siege infantry, there we go. I will actually convert this, and I'll show you. Convert. Oh god, I'm being attacked, being attacked, being attacked, being attacked. I'll just put a load of spam that. Because they will be able to attack that while they're being built, but if I build 3, then I'll probably be alright. Frames per second have now dropped slightly to around 49, which I'm sure you can probably see. It's all going mad at the moment. This is full out war. But when it's like this, it's pretty fun. It's quite a lot of things to obviously control, but it's pretty fun. No, that's the main thing of a game really, and what I was touching on earlier when I was mentioning the whole shower thing. If I'm thinking about the game because I do enjoy it when I'm playing, and it's actually I'm going to keep playing it. You know, I think genuinely it's quite a good purchase, especially as it's not a full price game. You've got some stuff like Battlefield Hardline, which of course I've been reviewing, and that's been up on the channel, which is good. I mean, it's tried and tested. They've done a few new things with it, especially the campaign. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A game like this comes along, and it's just kind of a breath of fresh air. Not necessarily because it's a really unique game, but just because it's an RTS, and there aren't that many of them. Whether that's a reason to buy it, that's obviously up to you. But I've certainly been enjoying it. It's not got the same level of charm, though, that something like Command & Conquer has. I guess that's what it comes down to, really. A game like this. Is it something that is... Oh, no. I didn't make it in time. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I'm losing all my years. Oh, dear. But I'm making good gains, though. I'm making good gains. Right, we get the bombers out. They can start attacking from the sky. They're good against structures. Need another technological center. Another way to win if you don't like playing that aggressively, you can get this thing here called the orbital cannon. Thing at the top of the screen you see there. This will take damage away every second from their fleet, and if they hit 0, then you will win. Right. So at the moment I've got a lot of momentum, but often they do come back and start attacking you. But I think I'll probably be alright here. Come on, come on. Momentum. Yeah, so that's, I guess, in that sense, the AI is not that great. They're trying to expand, but it's probably not really the best idea, is it? I would say this is a time to defend. Siege infantry, there we go, we get one of those in. Ready to serve. Oh, he's my best guy, I don't want to lose him. There we go. Now there you see I used one of these command points, forced march number 1, which means I can get him out of there and hopefully get him ready and repaired. This guy can go in, take some cover. Because we've got these snipers, we're good against infantry, so they should be able to take him out absolutely fine. There we go, just like that. They can start attacking him, and so on. Need to reinforce. Remember the hotkey. There we go. It's very active. You got to have one of those minds that's easy to keep up with everything that's going on, because there's often a lot of stuff going on. It's taken quite a few different concepts from quite a few games and combined them pretty well, actually, I have to say. Right, move him up. Start taking out this turret. Oh, I feel in control. There's been a few times I haven't felt in control. Longest game has been just over an hour, I think. And I think in the end I just kind of was like, you know what, enough's enough, I've got to go. And then I just kind of just surrendered, actually, I believe.
Your wish is my command.
So, when we're talking about games, I think something that I would say is arguably one of the most important things, outside being unique and having a good story, things like that, is actually just the game's value for money. Is it worth the thing? Well, like I say, it's not full price, so that's definitely something it's got going for it. It's not a full price game, so you don't have to worry about that. I think you're definitely going to be getting... Oh my god. Oh, attack, attack, attack. I need more momentum, need more boys. Siege infantry needs to go in there. We get some... Need more snipers, really. Get a couple more of those bad boys in there. Another bomber. Oh no. Need more logistics. Yeah, no, concepts are good. And the game, I think, it does represent good value for money, because it's not a full price game. And it's got a lot of replayability as well. And I'd forgotten to expand that. The more I've played it, the more I've liked it, okay? There's definitely a lot of stuff to take in. And that was... Oh, this guy. This guy. Take him out. Take him out before he gets there. There you go, done. Job done. Oh, this guy's... I'm alright. I'm alright. So I need to get this guy back to base to reinforce him. There's just so much stuff going on. It's incredibly difficult to walk and talk, but I'm managing. I'm surprised. So yeah, story mode's okay. It gives you... It does give you something else to do, a little bit different. I mean, I know it was really cheesy. To be honest, I was always a fan of... I don't even know if I told you the objective of the game. You've got to destroy this thing here, and then you win the territory. That's embarrassing. Well, there we go. That's how you do it anyway. And then that's just the process of capturing territories and then winning overall. So I did that in 18 minutes, which is actually a bit shorter than normal. I did dominate. That map worked in my favour. And there you have it. That turn is complete. I've now captured a new territory, and then it's up to me to take my next turn. So I'm out of points. I'm out of points. Okay. But I can't pull a card if I want. The player receives a bonus until his next turn. There we go. So yeah, that is Etherium. If you are a big fan of RTS, I would recommend it. If you are not a big fan of RTS and want to get into RTS, it is quite a complicated one, but you know, it's going to be fine. Most people are going to be able to do it. I like the way it's got like a game within a game as well. I don't like the way that you can't save throughout your game, or at least if you can. No, I just don't think you can. One of the things I did like about XCOM, Enemy Unknown, was if you're playing on Iron Man. Although you couldn't save the game, you couldn't reload the game. If you did decide to quit, then you could quit and just resume where you were. Although you couldn't load a previous game, you could still leave without your progress going. So hopefully that can be patched in. A few things are going to be patched in, like I say about the graphics. They're going to patch that in. But yeah, it's a good solid game, and even if you don't play the story mode, you've still got the skirmish, and it's definitely a game I think I'm going to be going back to from time to time. And while I wouldn't say it's highly recommended, if you don't buy it, you're not necessarily missing out on Game of the Year material. But if you're a big fan of RTS, or just a fan of RTS, or just want something a little bit different in a game mode that's quite... at the moment there's just so many games, most of them are quite similar. This is that little bit different. And although the gameplay isn't really that varied, you're going to get good value for money out of it, and I think you're going to have enjoyment out of it as well. So yeah, that has been Should You Play Etherium? I think so. I think definitely. You know, if this is your sort of thing, I think you know it's your sort of thing, and it's more than worth a punt. It's definitely a good, solid game. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, obviously give it a like. If you haven't liked this video, then likewise give it a dislike. Let me know what you thought of this game. I'm sure it's actually something that hasn't necessarily been on too many people's radar, just because I don't think it's as well known. And subscribe for more Should You Play videos, as well as others on PCs, gaming and technology. Should have a PC-centric rig video in the next week or so. I know people have been waiting for them, so who am I to deprive them of them? So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.